Greetings, this is Nguyễn Thái Duy, S3926077. Today I'm going to introduce an entrepreneurial journey of Culture Amp, a software as a service company that was launched in 2011 by Didier Elzinga. He was previously the CEO of Rising Sun Pictures, a leading Hollywood visual effects company. After spending 13 years as an employee for Hollywood and 5 years as the CEO of Rising Sun Pictures, Didier found out that he was doing the wrong thing. It was not his life passion. So, with the major of software engineering and the struggle for not pursuing his passion, he kept asking himself a question: what am I most passionate about? So he then found out that he wanted to write a software to help people scale the future and the culture. For the brand mission, Culture Amp goes beyond just building a business tool. It includes a commitment to provide the education, community, and support that you need to bring a culture-first approach to the organizations. The brand has 4 core values: courage to be vulnerable, learn faster through feedback, trust people to own decisions, and amplify others. So, in short, the company offers product for engagement, development, performance, growth, and retention of the organizational employees. How about the brand's internationalization journey? So, first, we need to discuss, is this a born global or incremental? Culture Amp is a born global business that was originally started from the first office in Melbourne, Australia. So, why Born Global? Born Global digital firms are readily scalable since they are quickly able to build and leverage economies of scales in core business processes. This allows for early and then rapid international growth. For innovations, resources, and capabilities to internationalize. First, we have to talk about the CEO, Didier Elzinga. He originated the idea of the business that was focusing on B2B rather than B2C like the market at that time. And he follows a simple math: 10,000 multiplied by $10,000 equal $100 million. He said that he wanted to solve a problem that could change his working life, and that was not going to be worth $9 a month. So Didier was living in Adelaide with his wife before moving to Melbourne to form Culture Amp. And for the first 18 months, the Culture Amp team and Didier himself has almost no validation and no revenue. They went through phases like they didn't know how they would pay the bills, and they learned not to carry any debts so that if somebody was going to get burned, the CEO admits that only somebody would be him. However, the team has a statement: we had a product, we had belief, we could convince people to take meetings, but there was no guarantee it would turn into a substantial business. During at that time, they were so nervous. However, based on the success of the company nowadays, I have to say that Didier is a dedicated person. He has high social corporate responsibility, patience and resilience, and the confidence to take the risk. And the last thing is innovative and ambitious. So for the company innovations, 463 companies from 29 regions, highlighting the companies turning challenges into impact-making processes. The company has been awarded as one of the world's most innovative companies by Fast Company in 2021, and the company can operate in every region of the world to success in every economic climate. For resources, well, first of all, financial resource. The company has been identified as a potential unicorn venture. It has raised a total of $257.5 million in funding over 7 rounds by 12 investors. About technological and legal resource, powered by science and data analysis, along with Didier's major about software engineering, Culture Amp generates a strong and fundamental employee dataset. And for the networking resource, the first customer of Culture Amp was Adobe, a very giant brand in terms of applications. So the brand, based on that, can create a great client network to further expand the business worldwide. And the brand, lastly, has the invaluable global benchmarking data. They collect employee insights from the top company around the world and allowing them to have the power of benchmarking, which is considered one of the major resources of Culture Amp. So for the company capabilities, they have data and software efficiency. The company have the potential to expand its network and client scale globally because they have good cybersecurity, ensuring the security of each of their clients' information that provided. And lastly, they have innovative product and user-friendly interface allow users to access the best employee engaging management system that benefits them in the long run. So besides those plus, there are also cons. Resource deficits, weakness, and errors failures. Culture Amp is not a perfect company since it adapts to every culture in the world, and there are three difficulties when working at Culture Amp that Didier found. First, the company employees have so much burden because they have to work across 4 different time zones. Second, they have no eligibility to make their own decision. Third, they are not realizing their enough boundary because they're too dedicated for Culture Amp. Didier said that each of them has to be the one who can set that limit boundary for themselves in order not to be overloaded by the work. And lastly, Didier was regretting for letting go of the best employees that he've ever met. For errors and failures, Didier said that his biggest mistake as a manager is keeping the good but not great employees for a long time. He said that he was not acting soon enough, and there were a couple of product failures which caused Didier and their team to start over and over and over again. But at that time, the Adobe says that they can't describe the feeling of validation. They said Culture Amp is a company that they can solve the problem. They believe in Culture Amp. How about the home market push factors now? Culture Amp was launched to the global market like the US in 2016, 5 years after the establishment of the brand. Due to the Australia's bad global cybersecurity ranking, about 53rd out of 64 companies, the reason for Culture Amp to choose the Born Global entry mode is very clear. Digitization. The digitization has a potential to impact the internationalization process in terms of the timing, pace, and rhythm of internationalization, location, and entry mode. So, the firm will have the ability to manage the liabilities of foreignness and outsidership when they launch for the internalization. For the host market, or we can call pull factors, since the brand offers 100% online product and service, it is a necessary thing to expand the business globally right from the start of the entrepreneurial journey. This approach adapts to the two main purposes of globalization. First, companies are attracted to the considerable business opportunities outside their home country, and that is known as the pull factors. Second, the opportunities in the domestic market are minor due to the factors like high competitiveness or low demand, forcing the business to expand globally. But both approach of launching internationalization is to aim at one thing only, to reach for the market which has the most suitable political, economical, demographical, and trading conditions. So, how about the firm's internationalization journey in 5 years from now? I'll consider both opportunities and challenge. First, we have to talk about the future of business transformation, dynamic capabilities. The capabilities includes the sensing, seizing, and transforming needed to design and implement a business model. Dynamic capabilities and strategy that will combine to create and refine a defensible business model which guides organizational transformation. The strength of the firm that could adapt to dynamic capabilities determines the speed and degree of aligning the firm's resources including the business model with customer needs and aspirations. So, what is the opportunity for the brand in the next 5 years? First, they have the opportunity to expand across the top developed countries and cultures around the world, leveraging their business brand image and reputation worldwide. Secondly, they will have to they have the ability to recruit and retain the talent employees to maximize their business potential because that's what they're offering for the clients. That's what they're best about. For the challenges, it will be rapid change in the digital market. There will be cybersecurity risk, and the brand. I'm sure that they will manage it very well. So that's the entrepreneurial journey of Culture Amp, and thank you for listening.